Okay, so we are going to be installing and importing a pattern. So how we can do this is if we're getting it from a source, I'm just going to click on the source file. You might see that it does not show it and visualize it, but it's okay. It says no preview available. We're just going to click download, right? So I'm going to download it. I might have downloaded this before, so no worries about that. I'm going to go in and notice in the download it says concrete.pattern or .pat. That's normal. If it's a pattern, it's going to show up as a pattern file, so a PAT file. So I'm going to go into Photoshop. Now, your instructions might tell you to go into the adjustment layer and go to pattern. Okay, so I'm going to do that. You might see the default pattern show up, which is these leaves. If you click at this downward arrow here, you might see that there's trees, grass, and water as far as a category. Now, Photoshop does have more patterns installed on the program, but you might not be able to see them just yet. We're going to go get them later. So I'm going to click on this gear, and I'm going to import some patterns, okay? So I'm going to get that concrete one that I downloaded. I'm just going to pick the first one I did, okay, and then click load. And then you'll see that a concrete folder just popped up. Okay, so now I can choose that as an option for my pattern and click OK. All right, so there is another way to get some other patterns. In Future Us, we might need to get some other patterns. So I'm going to go to Window, Patterns. I need to install or get some other patterns here. And you can see that my pattern panel showed up here. I'm going to go to these more options lines to the top right hand corner of the panel there. And then I'm going to go to Legacy, Patterns, and More. Now that's going to give us a lot more options. Now Legacy in Photoshop or other graphic design programs is just saying that it's been, carried over from previous versions. So why they don't just make this a standard, I don't know. But anyway, we have some patterns in here that's from the 2019 version. And there's sometimes folders within folders. Legacy patterns, there's a ton more in here. And you'll see that there's patterns within here. Okay, so again, you can change the look of this by going into either, right now it's at large thumbnail, which shows you the visual of what the pattern looks like. You can go into text only. So if you're trying to find something specifically named, okay, so you could do that as well and change that from text only or large thumbnail. Okay, so you have those options. So that's how you load or get the legacy patterns. And loading a new pattern into your program only stays there on that computer. So if you move to another computer, it's not going to follow you creepily there. So you'll just have to install it again if you're going to use it. And that is it. Thank you.